Wait, I gotta get my video started too. Sorry, guys.
It's like the first time you've been on this thing, or what?
No.
I mean, I'd understand this
I
other
remember the
guy
first
here.
time I was on CouncilCast.
Yeah, I understand the new guy having troubles here, but I don't know about anybody else.
Somehow he's ahead of you, though, Logan.
He is. Is it?
We're live anyway. We're just sitting here waiting on you, Logan. We're alive. We're live.
What's going on?
What's going on? Logan
Going
doesn't
on?
care.
Huh?
We're just waiting for you.
Oh, that's usually how it
post this
goes.
on my Facebook page. Oh, friendly reminder to anyone who hasn't set up double authentication on Facebook. You better do that if you want to be able to post to any pages you manage.
I don't want to
Because-
post at all.
Yeah. What if
Because a bunch of our clients' stuff stopped posting because I hadn't double authenticated. We have a third-party publishing program that publishes posts for us. We had everything scheduled in there. All the dates were supposed to go out. Things stopped posting. And people are like, why isn't it posting? And I'm double checking and trying to figure stuff out. And the company that we're working with is like, I don't know. Have you tried refreshing your connection? I was like, yeah, like 1,000 times. Anyway,
That's handy.
now you know.
I wonder if the other CouncilCast is going to be doing a show tonight too.
You know what? We should message them.
They've got they have 2 videos up now. Oh, not a new episode though.
I don't know if I'll have camera or not tonight, guys.
That's okay.
That's fine. Let's start the episode.
We're doing it anyway. All right. Well,
We'll do it live.
Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 167, being recorded on May 18th, 2021. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Art, poop, and boobs is what he means to say.
With little background and
Okay.
next to no expertise. We may talk about art. I don't even know what you said anymore, but it doesn't matter because all CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. And we are joined by a time traveler this evening. We have Dave from about 10 years ago.
Hey,
Welcome to
Dave.
the show.
I went back in time so I could write that like 600-page article on something that I forget what I was supposed to write it on.
I'm glad I know the sound
Let's
of your
do-
voice because I do not recognize you at all.
That's due in like 20 years now because I've gone 10 years in the past.
That sounds about right. All of our video watchers will be very confused. I'm not sure. Maybe they won't be because if you're using your brain, you might be able to use neural implants to write things now.
Shut the front door.
So I think
Yep.
this was one of Logan's pitches from a while ago. Because they talked
Are you
about
getting
when we talked
royalties
about-
on it?
Not yet. We're
Or you.
working on
Hey,
it.
those.
But yeah,
I thought it was my.
actually- Go
I
ahead.
thought it was my pitch.
No.
I'm pretty
You
sure it was
pitched-
my pitch.
We can
You
check
pitch
it. We can
things
check the
that-
archives. Hold on.
That are already real.
Oh no, I pitched that you just talk and your pen writes, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that's right. You
You-
pitched
Yeah, you did do that.
talking.
And then Logan wanted it to be directly linked to the brain, like this thing is.
Yeah, pretty much. So this apparently is a neural implant
my
that
pitch.
allows paralyzed people to imagine writing, and it will actually write it out for them, I guess. And
Wow.
apparently, yeah, people can hit up to 90 characters per minute with a 99% accuracy. That's pretty dang good. That's better than me
That's
typing
incredible.
on my own.
Not bad. Not bad. Yes.
Brian did pitch mesh my brain with a computer, but has 10,000 electrodes. That's the only pitch that we have that has brain in it. Mind.
It's sad that I would not be able to try this because I'm not paralyzed.
Oh, much.
So
Okay, we have a couple of Logan, a device that can read your mind and have it control your computer, maybe embed into your head, or a weird earpiece. And
But I was the
for
one.
a mind system to type on the computer so you don't have to use my fingers. Must be Bluetooth. Those are our mind.
Okay, now wait a minute.
pitches.
We've been making these pitches to Elon, and he made this thing, didn't he?
I'm sure. Why not?
Well, doesn't it say that?
Oh.
Elon Musk's Neuralink has been making waves. Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah,
part of the
you're
article? Blaine.
I didn't actually read that part.
It's the first sentence.
Wait, you read the first sentence?
That's all I read.
I just skipped like 5 in.
So wait,
So he took our ideas.
he took one of our ideas.
Success. I've been pitching him this crap for years.
Oh, I already know the title of this episode.
Where are our royalties? Yeah, I think this is actually pretty cool. I mean, they talk about this being not yet ready, but basically a clinically viable system. So, I mean, it's possible this is going to start showing up sooner rather than later for people to start using. So, although
Do they have to drill a hole in your head to get these electrodes connected?
Well, based on this
Yes.
picture, it looks like they just have like a big plug that they stick into your head. Yeah.
Hello, world. That's what that person's getting ready to write. Or hello, women. Or hello, weirdos.
This happened to me. I've got things stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Hello, wombats.
Yeah, and then this thing starts.
Hello,
writing
Wiggles.
something.
Oh, what if this person just met the Wiggles? And he's pen pal with the Wiggles.
It's pretty incredible.
You're sitting there just thinking, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on.
So I'm reading about this. So does this actually read what your brain is saying, or it actually says that it's trying to? You have to actually imagine writing it. So you
I'm
can't
gonna watch
just
the video.
think a
That's a good
word.
fail safe.
You can't just think a word. So yeah, you can't just have that showing up on the screen, but you actually have to.
Oh, it's to help with paralysis.
You have to actually imagine your hand writing it. I guess what would happen if you were paralyzed and you never wrote something? Do you think this would
That's what I was thinking.
You can still imagine. Are you saying the people who are paralyzed don't have imaginations, Blaine?
Yes. They can't
Now,
imagine
hold
doing
on,
something
folks.
they've never
It's
done.
called the think system. If you can think it, you can do it. Now let's pick
Man.
up those instruments, boys.
This guy's got terrible handwriting.
His imagination does, but
His
if you watch-
imagination has terrible
He wrote-
handwriting.
He has horrible.
He wrote
horrible
all of the
imagination.
letters at the same time.
You can imagine anything, and you imagine that. Pretty
He's
interesting.
just practicing. Oh my gosh. Has your imagination ever written things on a computer? I didn't think so. Why am I the only person sticking up for this guy? You know what? Thumbs down to all of you for being mean to him because he's trying really hard.
I'm giving it a
Thumb-
thumbs up for taking our idea and turning it into something you can buy tomorrow.
Yeah. Nice job.
Yeah. Thumbs up for taking our idea.
Thumbs up.
I'm walking on sunshine.
No. Which is what a bat might say if it was raised in a helium-rich environment.
No, a bat would say it much higher.
It'd say, no. Yeah, apparently, some researchers did a experiment on bats to basically see how messed up can we make bats fly. So
That's rude.
yeah, I know, right? So speaking of people who can't see things, bats, as you know, have eyes or can't see, I would say,
Actually, bats have very good vision.
and they use echolocation for figuring out where to go.
Unless they're high on helium and they have no idea what they're doing. This whole experiment is completely ridiculous because they've used so much helium. The bat, who knows what the bat's doing? The bat's stoned. He's out of his mind with helium exposure. It's a real thing. Helium. Look it up. Helium exposure.
So yeah, I guess if he was high, he was high. I guess I really don't know. All I know is that they messed with the bats. So the idea here is that they actually were trying to figure out, in order for a bat to know how far away something is with echolocation,
Yeah.
it must know
Yeah.
how fast its sonar travels through the air.
Yeah.
So therefore, they were like, well, does a bat know? Like, does it just inherently know how fast the speed of sound is in the air, or does it like learn it over time?
It's trial and error.
And so what they ended up doing is they raised some bats in helium, in a helium environment, and another set of bats in regular atmosphere. And once they grew up, I guess, they said, hey, let's switch you around and see what happens.
And then they started throwing stuff at the bats to see who could dodge it the fastest.
Yes.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That's what they'd say to him every time.
Actually, they said if you can dodge a wrench, you can land on a branch.
That rhymes.
So since clearly you read this and none of the rest of us did, can you tell us if it worked? I mean, they've proven something, or are they just still guessing?
Basically, they proved they don't know.
Great.
I knew it.
Thumbs up for research.
So here's what they said is that at the end they said it was true. Basically, a bat's knowledge of the speed of sound appears to be locked in place. So even the ones that were raised in the helium environment were having issues landing, basically. So something was off. But they also said it's not for sure because the bats in the experiment often failed to land properly, and that could be due to the differences in aerodynamic lift produced by the pressure changes. Basically, your lift in helium is different than your lift in normal air. So,
That's true. Or it could be that they've just been breathing helium all their lives, and they're
well, unfortunately, that wasn't part of the experiment. Was they did not test and see if it raised the pitch of echolocation.
Logan, would
so
Yeah,
this isn't really science at all, is it?
speed of sound would be different through helium than through.
Just an excuse to get grant money so they could all drink at work.
That's probably true.
And this whole thing was orchestrated by the Elon Musk Foundation. It's in the first sentence. Did you read that, Blaine?
Nope, I didn't read the first sentence.
Yeah, what they all took turns volunteering just to like live in the helium chamber with the bats, so that they could just also get their own helium exposure. Yeah,
They
grant
had a
money's
great
awesome.
time. They had a great time. I'm gonna say thumbs down. I don't really understand what the point is. They got nowhere
Maybe
with
give it
this
one of
other than they
these.
wasted helium on a bunch of bats. Isn't helium like a element that's
Rarer,
going
but
away?
I don't know.
Rarer? Yeah, very rare.
Very rare.
Very rare.
I actually give it a thumbs up. For they should have checked to see if the bat's pitch went up.
Did it?
We don't know. They should do that. I mean, thumbs up for
man,
doing
what if-
another test to test that. How about that?
Yeah, I want to know about that more than I want to know about like bats already have like a high screech on helium. I'm wondering if it is like a dog whistle and you just can't hear them at all.
That would be a real
Wow,
research
that's gonna keep
project.
me up all night. Wow.
Why
Okay.
don't you buy some bats and some helium and find out?
Okay. Done.
And come back.
Put it
to
on
us
the
next
business
week.
card.
Yeah.
If I film it, it's on the business card.
That only makes sense to me. Something that doesn't work as good as bats and helium, though, is all of your smart devices not working together. It's just about as bad. And there is a new smart home standard called Matter, which is apparently going to fix all of this for us.
But does it even matter?
It sounds pretty cool.
I don't know. Actually, yeah. So I think this is kind of interesting because you've got a whole bunch of smart home devices out there today, You got your Apples, your Googles, your Zigbees, your Amazons, your whatever else is out there. None of them
And
work
Texas
together.
Instrument. Oh
Uh,
man, you're gonna be able to get your calculator to spell boobs by talking to your Google Chromecast. Booyah!
Only if you imagine writing it out.
Hey, Blaine.
Yes.
Helium can cause low blood pressure, trouble breathing, irregular heartbeat, blurred
Low
vision,
blood
chest
pressure.
pain, weakness or paralysis, bluish lips, coughing up blood, seizures, and loss of consciousness.
How long?
Just for those listeners who are, I don't know. Anyway,
Can you try? Can you
just
sit in a, Can you set up a helium-rich environment and sit in it and tell us how what happens next week?
yes, I would be happy to do that. I will get a
Don't accept your red
helium-rich
light.
environment. Yeah, and I will while I'm staring into the red light.
Well, don't
And,
you have a couple of new test subjects that you could use for this helium-rich environment? I suppose if they have a smaller body mass, you would need less concentrated amount of helium to get the same effect as somebody that would be a larger body mass.
Tap a couple of kids or something.
Dave, you make
Step-
an excellent point. If I
Eric,
can,
step
if
one,
I can,
get some bats. And then he says it sounds like his average Friday night.
yeah, I will work on that, guys. I'll let you know. Do some independent research. See if I can get some bats. See where they fly.
Oh
So,
man, what the heck? Logan is in a black hole.
Nice. Uh,
Hmm. Anyway, sorry. Back to the other topic. I apologize.
In black holes, matter can't escape, just like this won't escape all of your smart home devices.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm interested in this, but also like, are they trying to create the new standardized thing for like we have Wi-Fi has a standardized system for all of your devices. Bluetooth standardized system. Is this supposed to be a similar type thing where it's like this is a chip that allows everything to talk to each other better, or like what's their end goal? Because if not everyone adopts it, then it's going to be worthless. But we already have Texas Instruments on board, so we're basically like on the home stretch.
well,
It's a standard protocol. So if you send a turn my light off to a device that only supports Google's current Google's interface, you could
Yeah.
say that to an Alexa and it would turn it off.
So if I
are we
get
talking
lights
about?
that can be controlled by Google, now the Alexa device can control it as well?
Yes,
Basically.
or the Apple device, like anything that supports Apple's HomeKit,
Mm-hmm.
which there are some devices that only support HomeKit at the moment. Once this API or system gets set up, then I could control them with my my Pixel phone and say, "Hey, Google, do this," or your Texas Instrument, whatever they have, because I don't know if they even have anything.
Calculators.
They do have calculators. If you hold your hand or your finger over the photovoltaic cells, they don't display anything. Makes it very hard to read.
Yeah,
Huh.
I do like this idea because I do think smart home devices are a little fragmented right now, and it's like if you buy into one system, you have to like research all the other devices that could potentially work with it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you buy the wrong one, well, sucks to be you. So I like the idea that it could connect to
I do too.
connect them back together.
Yeah. This is useful technology. Thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
I can't believe.
How long do they have an estimated date before everyone's adopting it?
Well, Project Chip started a while ago.
Yeah, and they're saying that the first devices that are compatible with it should kind of start arriving at the end of 2021, with more in 2022. But there are some things out there already. So like Philips Hue is releasing a software update, so it looks like they can push this to existing hardware. It's really just a software thing, so no new hardware is necessary.
Interesting. I like it.
Project Chip started in 2019 as an open source product to unify all the ecosystems.
What was the source?
Project Chip was
Project
open source.
Connected Home over IP, because that's a clever name.
I mean, it is. They
Well, that's a
shrunk-
clever name, Dave. Well, it is.
Chip.
Chip.
Bum, bum.
Well,
Oh, no,
I give it a
the-
thumbs
oh,
up.
over
Why
there.
not?
If it works,
It-
Choip.
pretty cool idea.
or
It
else,
better work.
or else I'll give them a thumbs down.
Or
Thumbs up,
else.
shit.
Something
Cool.
that I wouldn't give a thumbs down to though is Signal, who apparently basically faked out the Facebook ad software into showing you how much data Facebook collects about you.
Yeah, this definitely gets a thumbs up.
Yeah, so this is apparently Signal, who are the guys who make Signal. I'm not sure. Is that the company name? I don't even know. But they apparently created a whole bunch of ads and submitted them into using the Facebook ad platform. And they basically, an example of here is it says, you got this ad because you're whatever, and you're such and such. And this ad used your location to see you're in whatever location you're in. So it's basically using the Facebook ad data to tell you, hey,
You're a K-pop loving chemical engineer.
hey, Facebook knows this information about you, and you may not even know it.
With a master's in art history. Also divorced.
Yeah, you got this ad.
You're a
because
Leo
you-
and single.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is just absolutely genius.
Oh, I do too.
Apparently, though, a lot of these ads did not make it actually out to individuals, saying that Facebook shut it down pretty quickly. So, yeah, this
I
says
wonder
the
why.
The ads were rejected and Facebook disabled our ad account. Go figure.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Thumbs down to
what we
Facebook.
thought. Thumbs down.
I did announce this episode on Facebook. Maybe that post has been taken down.
They're listening
No, they
right
don't care
now.
about us. They don't care about us and all of our faithful
Our faithful listener.
Oh,
I mean-
but on that piece of news, there's something kind of similar to this. Like we're always like griping at like who's the person who's following me? Like, what is this? And I saw this really great piece of news today, and it was
Is that your news story?
Oh man,
Old
yells at a
man
cloud.
Great.
Genius.
Yeah, thumbs down, Facebook. Thumbs up to this company, like just exposing the
Wrong
stupidity. I love it.
Yep, I love it.
Thumbs up to those doing what they did. Nice job. Something that wasn't invented by Facebook though is, if you guys remember a couple weeks ago we talked about Google implementing a feature into Google Maps or onto Android where it would, if it knew you were walking around, it would tell you, "Hey, don't look at your phone, dummy. You might trip and fall."
yes.
Yeah.
Well, apparently somebody has now one-upped them and created a third eye that you can wear on
Yeah.
your forehead.
Yeah, it's attractive.
Very attractive. But apparently this will warn you when you are about to run into an obstacle.
This is fantastic.
I couldn't stop laughing when I watched the video.
I mean,
Beep.
this is exactly what Google should have done with the Android. I mean, use the camera on the back of your phone and give you a warning.
I've added the link to YouTube chat so that our listeners can follow along.
So yeah, I guess if you are somebody who just absolutely does not ever look up when you're walking around from your phone, you can now buy this eye that you can attach to your forehead. Become I don't know.
Did you guys watch the video?
That's something.
So when you look down, the eye opens and sees things on the ground, and then gives a beeping sound so that you know to look up and not trip over things.
We are all addicted
So it's just
to
a motion.
phones.
It's a motion
We're always
detector
looking
with a
at it.
little beep
We're all
noise. So
eating
you
breakfast.
look down, beep, look up. Oh,
What's the point of the wire over
Eye.
your head? Is it
I don't know.
The eyelid of
Is it
the
because
upper
it's still
eye
in
opens
beta?
and closes according to the user's
Maybe.
sight angle.
how long until like
So
this
if
could
I
just
look
be
at the
embedded into
smartphone
your
with my
forehead?
head down, my third eye will open.
Those
Of course,
electrodes,
when I
they were
raise
just
my
drilled into
head,
that poor
the
paralyzed
third eye
person's head in
closes
that cartoon
again.
a few minutes ago.
And it also
Yeah.
detects
You mean the beginning of the
obstacles.
episode?
How
These
close do you have to
Yep.
interactions
be to
gather to
something for
become
it
the
to
third
register?
eye for phone
And it
Uh,
doesn't
looks like
register
it's three.
holes, it just
We can
registers
now walk
objects. So you
safely
can still fall in a
while looking
manhole
at
with
our
this thing.
smartphones
Ah,
through the
you know,
third
Good
eye.
point.
That would be dangerous.
It's
But
pretty
she was
funny.
wearing her third eye.
Third eye.
Just wait until you see news story. A woman wearing third eye falls into manhole.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Only if you think about it.
Okay, I'll stop doing that then.
I give this a thumbs down.
That's a total
Thumbs down.
This is totally ridiculous.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It'd make a great Christmas gift.
I can't wait till I can buy these for like $5 at the dollar store, and then I'll send them
There
to
you
all
go.
my friends.
Wrap that thing around. It's very funny. I love it.
That's great. Something that you wouldn't actually need a third eye for is using Zoom. And if you're a politician, apparently you can use Zoom in a car. Didn't you know that? To have meetings? And,
Make sure that you are discussing distracted driving at the same time.
I
That guy's
I can't
hilarious.
imagine why you wouldn't want to do that.
Why would?
Yeah, everyone's favorite state senator from Ohio, Andrew Brenner, apparently decided to participate in a Zoom call earlier this year, and they were talking about a bill that would create additional penalties for distracted driving.
Oh
And
my gosh.
Clearly,
Oh my
this guy
gosh.
is got a he's
He's
using
using a
one of
green
those.
screen with his seatbelt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's very funny.
this guy is.
Oh no, I'm not
clearly-
driving. Wait, let me adjust my phone. Doesn't know what I watched the video. Doesn't his phone like fall off his dash for like 2 seconds, and he has to put it back up while he's driving? Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, clearly they had to have known that this was not like real. I mean, he's like looking around. I mean, he's got the seatbelt across him. Oh yeah, I just sit in my normal desk chair with my seatbelt on. Come on.
Yeah, safety
I'm
first.
such a klutz in the office.
Safety first.
I just got done with my office chair races, and I didn't take my seatbelt off.
So funny.
Eric wondered if you could get a third eye for the pet bats
I'll
See if that helps
include that
them
in my
fly better.
research.
in helium. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to try
Yeah,
other
yeah.
gases as well, by the way. This is not going to be just some.
Other gases?
Yeah.
Well, some hydrogen or argon.
Argon.
Or oxygen. I'll try anything. Oxygen rich
Oxygen.
environment.
Whoa. Don't breathe too much oxygen.
Thumbs down for this guy. Pick a different day to do that Zoom trick. Or
I think it's
or-
hilarious.
or get an Uber, sit in the back, and go to your destination. You can just hold your phone then and say, "Oh yeah, I'm at my house." Who
Makes
cares?
sense. Yeah, I give this like a thumbs down for.
Yeah. Hilarious, but thumbs down definitely.
Definitely. Figure out your life, man. Come on.
Very
all right.
funny.
Well, I think we're gonna move on to our Elon Musk pitches for the week.
Perfect.
My pitch is for Logan to get a better green screen. All right.
That's
Elon
not
can
really
help
a
with that?
pitch.
No.
Better-
anybody got a real
Better
pitch for-
how?
for Mr. Musk?
So, talking about the different types of oxygen or gases, I was thinking somebody should, and then I started thinking about Spaceballs, where the
Why you went
president
that
is
direction?
like sniffing the
Nope.
Perrier.
Go that direction.
yeah, the air.
Barrier.
Somebody should
Barrier.
start
That's what it says.
canning air from other like different places in the world. Like so you could have
Already done.
What? It's been done?
Yes.
Like, what if you want to sniff some nice
I think this has been
toxic
done.
LA air? You could just open up a can of LA air and remind you
Yep.
of home.
I'm not even joking. At the farmer's market in New York, there were cans of air from different parts of the country, right next to a stand that had honey from different parts of the country. So there was like honey that was made on rooftops in LA. I'm like, that probably just tastes like dirt. And honey that was made on the rooftops of like New York. And I'm like, that also probably just tastes like dirt, but saltier.
Well, I give it a thumbs up since it's already been created. That's a plus. How many times have we done that where we pitch something that's already out there?
I think this is
Oh,
the
wait.
first time ever.
Brian
That's
does
all
that
I ever
every
pitch.
week.
You know, like electrodes attached to your brain that when you think, it writes for you.
What? Who
Stuff
did
like that. It's not even out there.
I'm trying to figure out how would you market this? Are you just marketing it as this air is better than your air, or is it like this air makes you feel special? Does it make you tingle?
You can
Yeah, it's a nostalgia air.
well, I think
You
it
remember
would
that
have been-
time? You
1952 air.
oh,
that
good old days.
yes,
Days when
you could
Pepperidge
even
Farm does.
yes, you could even like bottle it and then sell like 2020 air in like 2030 or 2040.
Canned air from historical dates in town. Gotcha.
I like that.
Alright.
Canned air from historical days.
Oh, I love this idea.
It's a good
Canned
idea.
air's
Thumbs up.
So it's like scotch except cans of air. It's been aged for 10
vintage
years.
air chilled in
has
a
an
damp basement.
aged option.
To the boys' club. Now you must fart in this bottle. Here, smell my farts.
That's a 20-year-old one there.
Oh,
It's been aging for a
man.
while.
right. Yeah,
Sounds
great
good.
idea.
Told you, fart. Well, we haven't talked about poop or boobs yet. Sorry to disappoint, crew.
All right. Who else has a pitch for Mr. Musk?
Sure, I'll go. I want Elon to make a. See, he's done cars, he's done space, he's done brains.
And tunnels.
I want Elon to make the equivalent of an everlasting gobstopper that
Did you pitch
actually
this before?
provides nutrition.
Who says the original didn't?
Dangerous.
Like enough nutrition for your daily calories. All you have to
Talking about
do
Willis.
is chew on this everlasting or suck on this everlasting gobstopper all day. Voila, you have your calories, and then we can end the hunger crisis. in
And
the
then you
entire
could
world.
buy, like, if you want to target like 1,700 calories, you could buy the 1,700 version. Or if you're doing some
Yeah.
intense workouts, you could get like a 4,000 calorie.
You could do super lean, so it's mostly protein.
Offer different calorie options. Sure.
Oh yeah, okay.
There you go. That makes sense.
Well, no, wait.
Do
Is
you
it
have to
providing
suck on it
calories?
all day, though, or like is it just I could suck on it for an hour and then I get everything I need? Because if it's like all
Is
day,
it providing calories or
both?
nutrients? Because you can get all your vitamins you need without having eaten anything and still be hungry.
It's both. Right.
I like the idea.
Thanks. I like ending world hunger too. Elon, if you're out there listening, we know you are because you've already taken our ideas.
Mm-hmm. Don't say you haven't.
Take this one. End world hunger. With everlasting.
With chewing gum.
With everlasting.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
listen,
have-
I want to know if, it's, if
I
you-
pitched this.
I'm pretty sure somebody did.
Why is
pitch
this
this
stealing
a
my
while ago,
pitches?
but I only am gonna give it a thumbs up if I can only.
No,
if I don't
no,
have
no,
to
sorry.
suck on it all day.
I
Hmm.
Because I'm afraid
I
I'll choke on it
pitched-
at night.
I
Is it
pitched crunchy
gobstopper
gum.
gum or is it suck on
I
can?
pitched an everlasting pen, never have to refill the ink, minimum of 50-year lifespan.
I pitched. I pitched crunchy gum so you could trick your brain to think that you were full.
That sounds disgusting.
Is a gobstopper? Do you suck on the gobstopper or do you
Helium
chew
you
it
can
like
blow a
gum?
bubble with
You
to
just
float
suck-
to
you just suck
space,
on it.
filled with oxygen.
Just suck on it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your gum pitch in here,
I don't
Logan.
think you pitched crunchy gum. That does not.
I think you wrote it down sometime and then just never brought it in.
No,
I
no.
pictured
I
helium
think
gum.
you actually tried to
don't know
get
how-
that patented once. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Never mind then.
Consider it never minded.
All right.
That was my failed years as an inventor.
I
Is
have.
the past tense of mind mond?
No.
No.
Well,
It could be. I have one. I'd like Elon to come up with an alarm clock that you can control with your mind. So you don't have to get out of bed and you can just get up and glare at it and it'll give you 15 more minutes. Or you can, I don't want to. Why
Just
get
think
up?
about it.
Yeah, I want to just think about it. I want to lie there and go, ugh, no. And it just stops.
an alarm clock you can shut off with your mind.
You know, this sounds
Yes.
like a great idea.
It's
I mean,
a
it's really
horrible
not-
idea.
This is a great idea. What is
It's a
You would
great idea.
You would never get out of bed. You'd be like, no, nope, snooze.
Sounds like a valid
Before
idea.
you even have to
What is
think
wrong
like
with you?
Just 5 more minutes. And it does it. 5 more
Actually,
minutes.
I'm going to expand on your idea, Brian, and I think
Well,
that
if
You
you
want
can
to
do that.
my ideas.
it
Come up
should
with something
be an
original,
alarm
Blaine.
clock. It should be an alarm clock for everybody except for you, so that when their alarms go off and it wakes you up, but it's not for you, you can tell their alarm to shut up.
I would like that too, because there's someone in our house that sets their alarm whether they're here or not, and then I have to go try and figure out. I swear I'm going to do a Bill Murray. I'm going to smash it one of these days. I am.
Nice.
I'm going to crush it onto the
You
ground
took
and then
their
come out.
little hand in mine.
That's-
Smash.
Guarantee it's going to happen.
I like it.
Anyway,
Thumbs up to that.
thanks. Now, the
Um,
next thing you're going to tell me is it actually
Thumbs
exists,
up, thumbs
right?
up, thumbs up, thumbs up,
Nope.
thumbs up, thumbs up.
I actually have a real pitch, not a better green screen. So Mr.
My-
Musk has perfected, I think, this landing of rockets. So they
Okay.
launch up and they land vertically. I think he should take that idea and apply it to aircraft. And so, there's VTOL aircrafts that take off, they go up and down, and generally they're pretty crappy. Because they have to have like rotating rotors or something like that. He should take this idea and put his rockets on an airplane and use the rocket to lift the airplane into the air and then normal engines to make it fly. And then he can use the rockets to land it again vertically.
That's a very practical idea, Blaine.
So they already kind of do this with some fighter jets that take off from aircraft carriers.
Yeah, but they're not rockets.
They're not rockets.
Imagine how much faster they could go up into the air if it was a rocket.
Okay,
Yes.
but are this for commercial airliners?
It doesn't matter.
This is all passengers
Great.
have to. All passengers.
Okay,
have to
everyone,
sign
prepare for
a,
liftoff.
Yeah, sign a waiver.
But then think about it. If we're landing it, you're flying hundreds of miles an hour, and then you're like, nope, you have to put throw on the back burners to stop yourself right over the landing pad so that you can land down. And people are there's gonna be a lot of vomit on this airplane.
But think about how much quicker it would take for you to take off and land. I mean, you go to the airport.
This is true.
You get on the plane. You're on the fucking tarmac for hours because you're waiting in line. And it's like you just get on the plane.
There are no lines. You just go straight up. And you know what?
It would
Yeah.
significantly reduce the size of airports.
And then you get
Right?
there,
Or
and then it just
significantly
plops you right
increase
into
the
the
number of
there. There's
10,
no
15
passengers.
landing pads out there is all you need.
You wouldn't even
I-
need a taxiway anymore.
I
I'm
think
gonna
this is
give
an
it
amazing
a
idea.
thumbs up. Like,
I
this
am-
Okay, I give it a thumbs up. In spite of the vomit, I give it a thumbs up.
Wait, why are we landing planes like rockets?
Why not?
Because of the
Okay.
pitch.
All right,
Logan,
thumbs
are you
up.
not paying attention?
Yeah.
He
are you
just went
even
through all the
here?
details.
Come on. All right. Do you actually have a pitch, Logan?
or are you gonna pull a match?
Do I have a what
Hey.
now?
Do
You get
have
your
a
potion?
pinch?
Do I have a pinch?
Yes.
Logan, you pitched a while ago a plane that people can smoke on. Smokers on the left, non-smokers on the right. Has windows that can be opened.
I'm pitching that
I
again.
pitched- I pitched
Well-
virtual 3D glasses that you put them
Virtual
on
first
while you're on the
class.
plane,
That's right.
and you get virtual first class.
Does it come
Logan
with virtual
pitched a great
legroom?
white shark
It
combat
comes with
drones that
virtual
can be
everything
used in
first
Space
class.
Force.
What did I
Virtual
pitch?
blanket, virtual
He-
alcohol, the
pitched-
whole thing.
Logan, you pitched a great white shark combat drone that can be used in Space Force.
I don't even
You-
remember that.
Logan pitched continuing Google's Euphoria improved speech for people with impediments is an app.
Now that
I
was a
think-
real pitch.
I think you gave yourself an impediment just saying that.
I did.
Did I pitch a device that makes toast?
Going the wrong way.
Would
else
you
did
check
I
that, Silas?
This
Did
is a
I
great
check it?
segment? What did Logan?
Lane pitched the perfect toaster so that it always cooks the perfect toast.
I knew somebody pitched toast. I knew that.
Let's see.
I think I had brought
Brian
up.
did pitch a giant ice maker machine. In each pole pours out ice cubes to combat global warming.
The compact global warming.
Not
To
compact, combat.
combat.
Compact
Brian,
global
wireless
warming.
charging for pacemakers. Great. Brian, don't rap again. Bunch of
That was my
dittos for
pitch.
Brian. Pass. Brian just pass it in dittos all over the place.
All right. Logan, do you actually have a pitch, or are you just going to play Fork Knife?
I want
We
to
titled an episode "Ebola Rocket Car Cures Sprint Merger."
Oh my gosh. I have a real pitch. This is a real thing Elon Musk should come up with already, if he's not already.
Maybe he has already.
Brian pitched headset for auto feeding 12-inch long dill pickles to me.
Oh man. Guys, we had some good ideas.
Delicious.
What is Elon doing? Okay,
Yeah, Elon, why are
we
you you're passing on so many good ideas, Elon.
I have a pitch. I have a pitch for Elon. He should design an app. He should design an app that reviews everything you are doing on your phone. Reports to no one,
Yeah.
but reviews everything you're doing on your phone.
Okay.
To who?
Not reports, sorry, just reads
That
and like
logs
watches.
everything you do.
Oh, yeah. Not everything though.
But doesn't report it to anyone
Come on.
except your wife.
People can log in and see what you were doing on your.
No. So it.
I want to
but
subscribe
what it
to.
does is it watches everything you're doing, and when you're about to do something that may, I don't know, crash the crypto market or the stock market or negatively affect other people's profits in any way, it says, "Wait, stop! Don't be an idiot! Don't do that." I think that would be a really great app to have on your phone. Well, his phone
Logan?
specific, but he should design the app.
I think recording everything you do on your phone is not a bad idea, and I think I'm going to wear that third eye next time I drive and text.
Oh, you mean like send out a tweet that just says Doge? Maybe
Yeah.
an app that would prevent him from doing that.
That
You
would
know-
just be, wouldn't that just be delete Twitter?
No. He
Thanks
doesn't
to
even-
today's sponsor, Curiously Strong Altoids.
And if you want to hear about the bear that is in prison, you'll have to subscribe to our Patreon club.
That's true.
Yes.
There you go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. We thank everybody for listening, and especially those who stick with us live. We do record this live Tuesday nights on YouTube, and if you, for some reason, liked what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to councilcast.org or search for us on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org or connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast, unless you're Elon Musk. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mm.